Alright, here we go. It's another STEE-Harmony. I think this is either number 4 or number 5. I don't know what it is. I think it might be number 4, right? Anyway, either way, it's for singles. I'm flying outside the soulmate cycle. This has nothing to do with your divine counterpart, twin flame, deep soul. Although there is a deep soul connection that's floating around out there that we've been calling the brown dwarf. And take a look at my pre-shuffle. Y'all can take a look on the screen. What do you see? Well, he's not a dwarf, but he's brown. No, I'm just saying. It's the lover's card. It's the lover's card. It's the lover's card. It's beautiful energy. Underneath it is the 2 of Cups. Underneath that is a star. What's the brown dwarf, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? It's a star. It's a classification of star. Scientists theorize, not unlike most stars, that our own sun is part of a binary system. For some of you, you got it wrong, and that person you've been waiting on isn't your twin flame or whatever. They might be. I don't know. But for some of you, this person you were with, and I know other readers have told you this, and I'm finding it as I do STEE-Harmony. The person you've been waiting on all these months, and I always say there's a reason you came to Steve's Love Tarot. A lot of you, hey, it's your words. You credit me with helping you find your self-worth and make yourself better and all that stuff. Well, everything happens for a reason. That connection that you've been waiting on might very well be to prepare you for something that you wouldn't have been ready for had you not gone through that journey. So keep that in mind. Always keep an open mind. Be neutral about things. I tell you that all the time. Be neutral for the outcome. Because you got something coming in. And it's powerful. It's showing up in every STEE-Harmony reading I do. I think it's been here right from the first one. And it's here again. And I want you to think about that. I know you don't want to. All y'all can think about is that divine counterpart that you've been watching readings on for months and months and months. Oh, are they going to come back? But then you got people like me who teach you about self-worth, teach you how to be better, teach you how to find, get static energy on you, and because you got to be the right person when the right person shows up. And these connections, your current divine counterpart connection, is there to teach you a lesson, and it's there to teach them a lesson. Hence the twin flame journey readings, where we split between the two. Your lesson, most of you are the divine feminines, that's what I'm pulling on here. Your lesson was one of self-worth, wasn't it? Right? You got to be the better person. You got to be independent. You got to find yourself, find who you really are. Somebody like this energy here, they don't want somebody who hasn't found who they are yet. Alright? And I think a lot of you are getting ready for this, because this is coming closer and closer to the damn surface. This is amazing. The star. 5 of Swords would tell me some of you aren't quite there yet, and it's still a little bit delayed. Some of you are still worried about it. You need to walk away from what you thought you were waiting for and come toward the light here. Come on now. Come toward the light. Yeah. Okay. Let's shuffle the deck for you. Fly outside the soulmate cycle. This is what the universe wants to talk about this reading. I'm not going to do 3 rows of energy. I'm going to pull some cards on what it wanted to talk about, because that's all it brought in my pre-shuffle. That's it. It brought in the brown dwarf. And you saw it with your own fucking eyes right there. Even with the star card as the 3rd card in. And a 5 of Swords as the 4th. It might give you, again, like my coffee house guy on the card, you might be a little worried about it. I can dig that. This is someone who's probably way better than the person. I mean, it's easy for me to say this other person left you hanging and crying and worried and I mean, I know you love them, but love is two-way. Love that isn't reciprocated is despair. And when I first got here, the energy was in despair. I had to bang you all for months to loosen up the whole energy and get you all to get some static energy on you. My God, it took forever. It was fun though. I'm not complaining. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Here we go. Come on now, before the cut. I asked the universe, I said, tell me what you want to tell me. It's going to talk about the incoming energy. I'm just telling you, in case you're disappointed. And it's like you feel like, I feel it in the energy. Some of you feel like this brown dwarf energy, this other divine counterpart, ruins the memory of your other thing. Good. And what's the memory of your other thing? Crying? Oh, God, yeah, we don't want to ruin that. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake. The Empress doesn't care. The Empress will take either one, but the Empress only takes who loves back. Okay? It's very important to understand that. Why? If someone doesn't want you, let them go. Someone wants to leave, let them go. They'll fucking regret it. Let them turn around and watch you glow up with the brown dwarf. Let them turn around. Go for it. Check it out. Knock yourself out, motherfucker. See, here's what you could have had. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. There's a whole lot of it in the energy. By the way, this brown dwarf is, this other divine counterpart, is something you manifested in. Your other person manifested you in. That's clear from the energy. You manifested this in by manifesting the other person, like I told you, but they're not done cooking. The universe couldn't send it, so it sent you a fresh order. And this one's done cooking. There's a strength card here. Heart chakra's open. This is somebody with some bravery who stands up and does things. It's right around you. But your energy's attached to this too. Your heart chakra's open. You're finding yourself. The mask is falling off. Kind of a thing. Alright? Some of you still got a little bit of the mask on though. That's what that Five of Swords was. And I know it's okay. I'll give you a big energetic hug. Okay, that'd be nice. There you go. I would. I'd come out and give you all a hug if I could. You know I love every one of you. I would. But I can't do that. That'd be a lot of... Well, I'd earn a lot of flight miles, wouldn't I? Anyway, soon. This is close, and we always get this around the... I always get a card like this around the brown dwarf. We'll call it the brown dwarf, just so you know. It's a second divine... it's not even a divine masculine, really. Roles could reverse in this particular... And it's likely they would. If you have two divine counterparts, in one, it's likely you would be the divine feminine, but for the other one, the polarity would reverse, so you might be the divine masculine. So the other one might be a little bit more sensitive than you are. They may even be more open, and your roles reverse in the situation, and you're the divine masculine in that one. It is likely, energetically speaking, that's how it would work, which is why this particular connection often comes in as balanced between masculine and feminine, meaning they could go either way. Either way, they're almost in. She going in the fucking water. Alright? That's after the cut. Let's shuffle the deck and let's see where we go. I'm using the big light seer deck here. I don't use this very often these days since we stopped the quickies. And it's not something that's, the fact that I'm getting these cards, my point to saying that is amazing. It's a completely separate deck than what I've been using all day and what I've normally use. Let's see what we got here. Giving the deck a final shuffle from my divine feminine crowd here, my soul tribe. Who's here? Wondering, I'm flying outside the soulmate cycle. Don't give a fuck about that in these readings. I want to know what you're talking about with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the Star. Tell me everything you can, universe. Give me everything you can. I love tarot. I do. I want to give you all a hug right now. Because at the bottom of the deck is the Star. It was the last card I mentioned right before I stopped shuffling. Right? I said, tell me about the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the Star. And right then I stopped shuffling and the Star is at the bottom. You manifested this in. This is you right here, all pretty and shit. It's your energy attached to this. You manifested this in. Your other one wasn't done cooking, and he or she ain't going to be for a while. I mean, they may come in and out, but you're going to kick Burger King food out. You're not taking any Burger King. If you're taking Burger King food, you haven't learned a damn thing from me. And you do what you want to do. I still love you anyway. But the bottom line is, you're not taking any Burger King food. So the universe said, well, we'll get you another order. We'll get you something from the Chinese restaurant. We'll get you something good. All right, whatever. That's some. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what's coming from the Chinese restaurant, shall we? Repeat. Back to, I did a lot of shuffling. I did a cut and a lot of shuffling. I gave my whole lecture to you while I was shuffling. And look, it won't go away. And it's a new deck. We haven't used this since the bangs. I mean, it's crazy. I rarely touch this deck unless I have to pull a little side reading. The High Priestess and the Eight of Swords. Fuck. 2 Cups. Lovers. High Priestess, Eight of Swords. This is the surface energy. Okay, I'm pulling on, keep in mind here with stEE-Harmony, I'm pulling on the energies around you. Okay, what's coming in? What's coming at you, as the kids might say. 2 Cups and 8 Swords. A lot of you aren't ready for this yet. It's probably why I keep giving you a lecture. This person's, a lot of you aren't. I know what you're going to do. I see it. It is. You are connected to this person. You can feel them in your soul. They're there. They're present. They're close enough. They're far enough out in orbit that you might not know them yet. You might not have met them yet. Notice I said might. Because it could be somebody that's around you right now that just awakens. And when they awaken, however, because the Strength card is there, this is somebody who just comes. This is not a runner. It's not like they awaken and they run. There's no karmic debt. We already pulled on this connection. There's no karmic debt. So this is someone who, once they awaken, like if it's somebody in the next cubicle next to you at work, and they awaken, they're going to stand up, pop their head over the cubicle and say, hey, you want to grab some dinner tonight? And you're going to be like, I don't know. You know, because, you know, you've been fantasizing about that person for a while, and you're just like, oh my God, it could be real. It could be real. Got to get me the Epa lady out. Anyway, regardless, my point is, I don't think all of you, and I can't say that, some of you are. Okay, so don't send me a tweet and say, no, I'm ready. Okay, good for you. Okay, I don't care. I'm reading for 10,000 people here. By morning, this thing's going to have close to 10,000 or over 10,000. I don't know. But the bottom line is, some of you are not ready. It's going to freak you out when this person shows up. And you're bound to do something stupid. So get yourself ready. But also, it's not going to, I don't think you can. I don't think you can screw it up. It's in the energy. It's very difficult to screw fate up if you just go with the flow. It will not screw up. There's almost nothing you can do to mess it up if you just go with the flow and you don't go toonses to driving cat on it. My point is, I don't think on an individual basis this is coming in for you until you're ready. And I think a lot of you are still Eight of Swords-ing about the other soulmate. And that energy is, you know, I'm not telling you to forget about the other person. I know, they're wonderful. No, they're not. They're shit. They made you fucking cry. For God's sake, they're wonderful. They're not fucking wonderful. If they were fucking wonderful, I wouldn't be here on YouTube pulling readings 8 hours a day. I got other things I could be doing. And you all be fine. But my soul tribe, and I know from the energy, needed some fucking help. Because what you got out there is a bunch of fucking sugarcoating going on, and you're all just getting worse. By the time I got here, the energy was so rigid, it was ridiculous. So, my God, I've already prevented suicides here because of this channel. Good Lord. But anyway, stop it. Don't let anybody put you in that position ever. That's too much power over you. My point is, I know you're still thinking about them. That's fine. Leave the door open. I'm not telling you to forget about them. I'm saying leave the door open and be neutral about it. And don't send me a tweet and say I am. God, it's okay. I don't need to know. If you are, you don't need to tell no one. The bottom line is, leave the door open and stay neutral for the outcome. That creates a void, or a vacuum, we'll call it. Nature fills vacuums. Allow your manifestation to come in. It's delayed right now because of that. He came back. This is why the universe, after all that shuffling I did, and it was a lot, brought back the bottom cards. Again, they spread them out differently here to give a different message, but these two are very important. Your manifestation is delayed. The star is a delayed manifestation. You manifested this. This is your order. It's coming in to replace the other order that's not ready. You're not ready. You're delaying it by getting 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords. You're self-sabotaging your own damn self. So you know who you are. If you're not, that's fine. If you're not, this will flow in smoothly. But these messages come out for the majority of the viewers. That's not all of the viewers. It's the majority. So keep that in mind. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's clarify. Okay? Let's go. And yes, I do mean clarify. One at a time. Take it nice and slow. Why is the Two of Cups here? Why? Why is that here? I tell you these things to help you. I don't mean to preach. I don't. I tell you these things because I care. And I actually do. The Two of Cups. Why is it here? Yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. But you got to let go of one to get the other. Two of Wands. Listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. You got to let go of one. Look at Steve's hand. He's talking. You got to let go of one to get the other. It's clear in the energy. And by let go, again, I don't mean, look at me. I don't mean you have to forget about it. Oh, fuck them, I'm done. They're gone, bye, bye, bye. You know, that's bullshit anyway, and you know it. It's a soul tie. They're not gone anywhere. But be neutral about whether they come in and be hopeful at the very least. I'd rather you had faith, but if the best you can muster is hope, be hopeful, like the Star card represents, at the very least, that this brown dwarf will come rolling in. And it will. It's coming. It comes up every time like this. This is like clockwork. It's like when we pull a reading on the fly on the wall on your current divine masculine side. It's the same reading every time. It's shit. Yeah, I mean, it's shit. They're not happy. I mean, it's easy to phrase it that way. You gotta let go of one to get the other. It's close. It's close. The Lover's card, why is it here? Tell me about it. Tell me about the Lover's card. I am on fire today. I'm having fun doing these readings today. I am. I like it when the energy. I mean, the energy's weird. It's like I told you in last night's 3 card. It's like Mercury retrograde, but it's more like Mercury retrograde in a sandstorm. But you know, the energy for pulling readings, the universe is chatty. It's just, but it's deep. You know, it is my Hulk up season here in Scorpio, and it's deep. It's deep energy. So I have to dig a little and kind of play Sherlock Holmes with it. Lovers, but I am having fun. I like challenging my mind. That's something I always enjoy. I do puzzles and play chess. For me that's fun. Right here, the Lovers. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I see the body. Yeah, they're coming. And I saw the bottom card too, the 9 of Pentacles. This is somebody with their shit together. Listen to me. Look at me. Are you looking? You've got to be the right person when you meet the right person. I've said it to you once. I'll say it 1,000 fucking times. All right, this person is not going to put up with some whiny, snivelly little snitwit who's worried about some past DM who made them cry. This person, if you tell this person the story of your current soulmate cycle situation, okay, they're going to be like, what? Why didn't you just tell them to fuck off and go away? You know, because they're going to feel strong connection here. You're going to feel a strong connection with this person, and they're going to feel a strong connection with you. But there's no urge to run. It's the right thing. But this person's not going to... I get the impression the universe keeps hammering this message home because this person's not going to understand that it's going to make you look bad to this person. Like, so, ooh, red flag. It's going to be a red flag. It is kind of. Somebody made you cry, and then you sat around and let them make you cry and waited for them. Crying. It's confusing even to me, and I understand the connection cycle. Stepping outside of it. Obviously, it's not confusing to me. I understand it 100%, and I've helped you all through it. I'm giving you the perspective of who's coming in because they're very similar to me. They're a very balanced energy. But they're not me. They're not a tarot puller on YouTube who has deep empathy and, you know, reads energy. They're just a regular person who's got their shit together. How about that? You have somebody who has their shit together and they're coming in. It's a manifestation that you did. High Priestess, you guys are connected. They're around you. This is at the very least a deep soul connection. But for some of you, this is actually the twin flame. Some of you, I think, got it backwards. Some. You believe what you want to believe. I don't fucking care. It's my energy. It's my table. I read the energy how I want to read it. I know who's here. And I'm telling you, some of you got it backwards. Some of you done fucked up. But that's okay. It's easy to do. You know, I don't know why anybody would wish for a twin flame. That's odd to me. I'll take deep soul connections. You know, I've met about half a dozen of my deep soul connections in this lifetime so far. I've got a lot because I've been around a while. I'm an old soul. But I'll tell you what. You make new soul connections all the time. Every time you meet someone, you know, and those people will carry over into new lives. If you meet someone who you don't have a soul connection with, there'll be a soul connection in a past life. It's possible. We meet people who we were associated with throughout our next lifetimes. So we're always creating new soul connections. But deep soul connections and twin flame connections are different. They're very special. They've been built up over many, many lifetimes. Many. Not just one, not just somebody you knew at the coffee cooler in your last lifetime, or someone you banged in your last lifetime, or even someone you were married to in your last. Because marriage don't mean anything in the energy. It's just, that's an earthly thing. It's mostly legal. Even though we get married in a church, it's all clerk, magistrate, and paperwork. You find that out quick if you ever get divorced. There's nothing religious about this, actually. All right, High Priestess. High Priestess. Here we go. You are connected. You are connected big time. Bottom card is the Ace of Swords. Wow. This person's in there too. You got both of them. Okay, you're picking up signals from both. It could explain some of the mood swings some of you are going through. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. This is happy, in case you're wondering. Wow. Coming right at you. Eight of Cups reversed. How do you fucking reversed energy? Reversed energy on the Eight of Cups. Wow. Now, oftentimes, the Eight of Cups is someone you once knew who's coming back. That makes sense here. It doesn't have to, it can be for some of you, this brown dwarf can be someone you knew in this life. But this is likely from not the last lifetime, but at least the lifetime before that. Okay? So it's from many lifetimes, but it's someone from the past coming back. Okay? I'm trying to explain what I'm saying. I'm saying it can be someone, it can for some of you be someone you knew 5, 10 years ago, whatever, something like that. But for most of you, this is someone from a past life. Big time past life. Like way, way back. And you might have left each other in that life. It's entirely possible. Like, you know, you split up, you were together and you split up in that life. And they've been, you know, kind of looking for you ever since to maybe make amends. Which explains why they're so damn good and the energy's coming out nice. The karmic debt has been paid here. There's no karmic debt, so there's no runner chaser here. This energy keeps coming up. It comes up in every reading. You can see it here. It even came back from the pre-shuffle. It won't go away. That's why this particular STEE-Harmony is on this. They aren't all going to be on this, but this is what the universe seems to want to talk about today. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Why do I feel another lecture coming on? Yeah, it's the Fool, and at the bottom is the World. Look at that. The World resets back to the Fool. You don't get this until you stop this. It's the same fucking message over and over again, because the Fool, the World is a cycle ending, and then a new cycle beginning. The Fool, 0. Okay, this resets back to 0, the Fool. This is the end of the major arcana. And he says it right here, says it right here, says it on all four corners. Soulmate, not well like this. You got to let go of something, or to get this, you got to have a cycle end. You got to end this to get this and move forward. It's the same thing. It says the same thing all the way around. I need you to very simply, and this will bring you your other person too. I think they're both showing up at the same time on some level. I feel that in the energy. Just resolve to work on yourself, learn your lessons, whatever it is, find your self-worth. I know you all are. I'm just doing my job here. All right? Find your self-worth. Leave the door open for everyone. Leave the door open for everyone. Okay? Sort them out on the back end. Let everyone into the club. Neutral. Whatever happens, happens. Okay? Let the energy flow. I like to give the analogy, sort them all out in the club. I let everybody in. Anybody who wants to be my friend, I let them in. Okay? Like that kind of, I'm using friend as an analogy. Come on in. You're welcome. But if when you get in here, I see that you're a fuckwit, I'm going to kick you back out. That's being inclusive, believe it or not. That's vulnerability. I'm vulnerable. I let people come in. I'll give you the chance to fail. Give people the chance to fail. Do that with your current DM. Do it with this person. Do it with everybody. Leave the door open. Leave yourself vulnerable. But you have to know your self-worth to do that properly. Otherwise, what will happen is you'll let them all in and they'll hurt you, and then you'll just sit in the corner and cry and leave them in. If you have self-worth, if you have your Empress energy, you'll go, well, I gave you a chance and you fucked me over, now get the fuck out. That kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? That's why self-worth is important. Without self-worth, you don't value yourself, you can't value others. And if you don't value yourself, you can't value others, and if you don't value others, you won't see through their bullshit. You'll just let people walk all over you. And that's wrong. It's what the universe is saying here. Just leave the door open. Work on yourself. Everything is flowing your way here with this. Everybody watching this video has someone like this coming their way. You would have left if you didn't. Because even if you might say, well, maybe they just want to stay and pay attention because, you know, they're wishful thinking. No, the mind doesn't work that way. If someone came in, someone has low self-worth, they're not going to stay here and watch this video because they're going to go, well, that's definitely not me. I don't have anything like that. I just sit home all day and eat popcorn, so I'm just going to shut this video off. They'd have dropped out by now. They don't have enough self-worth to believe that something like this is coming their way. So if you even believe, and you believe what you want, I'm just a talking hand on the video. Okay? You can believe whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm here to study the soulmate connection. I'm doing these readings to help out my soul tribe. Because I think, in part, some of you have other things coming your way. And I hope you do. I don't really like someone who made you cry. I don't like it. Male or female, I don't care. But if you're here and this resonates with you, you've got at least part way on your journey to self-worth. You've done well. Because anybody with no self-worth would have shut this video off because they don't think they're worthy of any of this. No, this can't be true. This ain't me. You know. So, you're at least part way there. Most of you are almost all the way there. This doesn't apply to all of you. Okay, these corner messages, we'll call them. But this thing's on its way. And it's coming in faster than you think. And you have a connection with this person. And it's someone you knew in a past life. I don't believe for many of you it's someone you already know. I don't believe that's true. The energy is very, 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 very old. Very old. Probably not even from your last past life. Probably the 1, 2, or 3 before that even. For a lot of you. This is a very nice connection with no karmic debt attached to it. It's what the universe wanted to talk about today. But I think also it's a lesson for you because a lot of you, I see it, you're still really hung up on this twin flame deep soul. Nothing's going to move for you. You keep the car in neutral. Sitting on the side of the road, staring at your phone, waiting for someone to text you. Nothing's going to move. Car's in neutral and you're staring at your phone. Put your damn phone down, put the car in gear, release the clutch, and get the fuck down the road. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Leave the door open, say, hey, you know, leave them a note where your car was parked. Here's where I'll be. Come on in. It's the best thing you can do. It'll speed this up even more. But this shit's coming. Now, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor, a little solid here. I called it a flavor. I'm gonna pull on this Eight of Wands. Just give me 3 cards on the Eight of Wands here. That's all I got to say on it. And again, I've been saying this for a while, but that's how energy works. You need to go through life creating little vacuums for nature to fill. If you don't, if all you're doing by pining for someone else, and it's right here in the reading, it's slowing things down because you're not creating any vacuums. It's already full. Nature can't put anything in there for you. It's all filled with your worry and your stress and your pining and all this. There's, you know, it's cruel to say there's other fish in the sea. There are, but the fact of the matter is you were in this soulmate cycle to learn something. Not necessarily to be with the person who taught it to you. Okay? Not necessarily. For some of you, you will be. Okay? And for some of you, these two will show up and you'll have a choice. And that's what the Eight of Swords represents. Your other one and this one. Let's see. Let me pull 3 cards and a bottom card on the Eight of Wands here, universe. Why is the Eight of Wands here? You ready? Different deck. Bottom card is strength. Yeah. Page of Cups. The King of Pentacles. And Temperance. Strength is crossing the King of Pentacles. Alright? You've learned some lessons here. You've learned about someone who's a page. Alright? I'm pulling on this Eight of Wands. Temperance is a very interesting card. It's often just read as patience and things like that, or energy balancing. But Temperance is also about distinction. Being able to, if you have balanced energy, it's sort of like what I described to you about self-worth a little bit ago. If you don't value yourself, you can't value others. And if you don't value others, you won't know how to see through their bullshit. You're learning this. There's a lot of angel energy around the Divine Feminine right now. It's because you're coming more and more in contact with your Divine Feminine, with that Empress energy. Okay? Most of you, if not all of you, your heart chakras are open big time. Okay? Your sacral chakra is getting there. It's opening the closer you get to that Empress energy, because that's your Divine Feminine. That said, what you're learning here, what this Eight of Wands, when this person reaches out, this is verification. These cards are verification that both, you may hear from both of these people. Maybe not at the same moment, but in close proximity. This angel energy is trying to teach you a lesson. This is about everything I just told you in this video. This is my mechanic angel asking you, have you learned the lessons? Because you're going to have, because one is a page, and one is stability and long term. One is the shit. Alright? They share a street name with me. And you have to know the difference. Angel does, do you? I don't know, this energy, you're soaked in it. It's trying to help you. It's been trying to help you. We see it in the readings I pull for your soulmate cycle. It's all over the place. It is what it is. That's your reading here. Stay tuned. There will be other stEE-Harmonies. I'm hoping I can pull one where this energy doesn't come in. I will, in the next stEE-Harmony, ask the universe, because this is coming whether you want it to or not. Well, who knows? It might be nice to bang someone else. Maybe we find out something about, you know, someone at the local club that likes you. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I will try to ask the universe to leave the brown dwarf out next time. I think we're brown dwarfed here to death. But this is all it wanted to talk about today, and I suspect it's because of this final message here and some of the things I had to say to you. So I hope you're listening. I hope I'm helpful to you. All right? It is what it is. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers and everyone who shares and watches. just to hammer it home, I said, right? I said the strength card was crossing this, and angel, you got to learn distinction. Yeah, you're going to have a choice to make, little ones. There you go. Good luck. That's your reading.